We were in a vast circular plain, the floor of the giant crater. Its cliff-like walls closed us in on every side. In the west,
divers trudged like burdened beetles towards the ocean. Obsession burst forth, unbidden.
in the west, the light of the unseen sun fell upon them, and they stood out clear and dazzling against the blackness. To the east,
the thrums of refrigerator motors and air conditioning units freely approached strangers. Beyond 2 doors were heaped rocks lapped by the sea, chips of ice clicking and clattering as the swell sucked in and out.
to the east, in the absolute raven darkness of the cliff shadow, innumerable rounded hummocks of a snowy substance stretched into the remote obscurity.
A sudden cry, a kind of mournful honk, and I was through the doors, climbing slowly out of the water, bright red blood dripping from a ripped left flipper.
A reek of grey vapour began pouring upward from the crater floor, until at last the monster closed us in on every side and moved his head this way and that as though he was surveying the crater.
My upturned feet poked from beneath the stiff black brush of tail feathers, puncturing my chest and back. Silent, firmly clasped across the lean knees, tossed and swept in the back suck of swell, I clamber ashore, scramble up rocks, slipping, clawing. My feet, the interface between upright and solid surface, taking the action.
Cavor was steaming. He seemed a trivial being, like a wet handkerchief held before the fire. His head was hidden by his enormous many-spiked helmet and a pair of goggles of darkened glass. He was wearing garments of some leathery substance. He pointed to the almost brainless head, with its fat-encumbered neck, its slobbering, omnivorous mouth, its tight-shut eyes.
But the underneath of my foot is not calloused or rough. It is velvety smooth, a kind of private pink. The skin entirely soft. We humans don't have political agendas.
The brow of the monster stretched into the remote obscurity. I looked at him and realized that we were both intoxicated. "What fools we've been," I said.
All animals on land are transient. Getting through the mighty southern ocean to meet the ice, diving streamlined into the water. However many times I've done it, the heart lifts. Somehow that means arriving.